What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. And this is the one you guys have been waiting on against the Marklore 2 clan. Very good war, very fun war. But before we get into it, I want to talk a little bit about what this war exposed, at least to me, and I think a lot of people from OneHive. You guys saw one of my live attacks. Excuse me. And you're going to see my other attack in this recap. Neither of which were 3 stars. And what bugs me and what I wish there was something we could do about is, I guess, ring rust, for a better term. When you go 20, 30 wars without facing good, upgraded, well laid out bases, you're going to be rusty and you're not going to be as effective as if you faced them every 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 even wars. I really, really wish Supercell would implement some sort of league system. I don't care if the clan searches took 4 or 5 hours. We'll hit the search button and go to bed. If it means that we could have wars like this every time and test ourselves and improve every time, it would be worth it to me. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody. I'm pointing the finger at myself. I was rusty. I haven't faced bases like this in, like I said, 20, 30 wars. And it's frustrating. It's embarrassing. I should be able to 3-star those bases, and I'm just making mistakes that don't allow that. You guys saw it in the live attack, and you'll see it in this next one. We will absolutely give Marklore the respect of showing what they did to our bases. The 3-star count was not terribly close, and we were never really, I guess because of the 3-star count, never really terribly worried about losing. But Town Hall 9s and myself, mainly myself, not getting a single 3-star included, let us down. Look at there, 1 star. We'll get to that. That's my attack. A lot of these 1 stars and 2 stars are in the 90+ percentile, but that doesn't change anything. The stars weren't got, and there was several bases that weren't cleaned up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases. And that, because of that, we didn't even give the Town Hall 10s a chance to go for 3 stars. You know, they had to come down and help us out, and that is embarrassing, at least for me as a Town Hall 9. So, that being said, when we have wars like this, for some reason, I feel compelled to show our near misses. I think it's good for us. I think it's good for you guys to see what went wrong and what could have been. You'll see here's my second attack. We'll start with it on number 11. You know, I felt really confident going into this attack. I did not think I was not going to 3-star this base. I dropped a giant. You see I dropped that 1-for-1 trade with that balloon on that archer tower because it's going to be targeting the giant for a few moments. And then just 2 small groups of hogs to take out the cannon and the Tesla. And then boom, right there, even got a giant bomb and got a CC lure out of it. So out of all that, I got 1, 2, did I get 3? Yeah, 4 defenses, the CC lure, and a giant bomb trigger. So at this point, I'm feeling really good. I drop a few distraction barbs. I drop my witches. I drop my queen just to take care of all that. I wish I had dropped my queen a little more to the high side so she would have maybe moved up this direction. Then I put my golems down, wizards to back them up, create my funnel. Thinking at this point, everything is going pretty good. Wall breakers right there open up the compartment, and the wall breakers start, or excuse me, the golems start moving in. I back it up with my king. He's got nowhere to go besides inside. Go ahead and put the jump spell down because there's no hurry there. He's going to get taken care of. You see the witches and the queen going up the right side. It's okay. They take out a lot of buildings and they do some work, but I really wish they had backed up the king and went that direction. Right here, the last few defenses are going to go down. The king's starting to get targeted, and I go ahead and use the ability, which actually helps because the barbs draw him into that queen, gets taken out. Now, the surgical hog part of the attack starts, just sending in hogs on several of these defenses here, being patient, waiting. I know where the traps are. It's a cleanup attack. Drop my heals right where I want them. Now look at this queen down here. This is crucial. Look how close this is. I wish that witch had been targeted on there. Some of those skeletons. Look at that king's health. That's going to come back to haunt us. Right there, drop the second heal on the group of hogs that are working their way in. I'm dropping backup wizards to clean up troops. And then right here, look at this king that should have been dead, that could have been dead. Right here, he's starting to take out hogs. They're not under heals. He's taking out multiple hogs here. The last heal goes down on that small group. I wanted to get them over here to help out with that. You see the king still up. He's still, as soon as he gets over here, he's going to take out a few more hogs, and it's going to come back to haunt me. Very small things, very small tweaks that could have been made. Nothing that I would say is a huge mistake necessarily. Everything went pretty smooth. Just a few things didn't break my way, and I attribute that to myself, to not having practice on bases like this. In the first attack that you saw the live attack, toughest base I've attacked in a long time. I simply did not have the practice. Now you see these two wizards up here. This didn't help. Them working on two separate Lego walls. Only a few hogs left. This wizard down here working on a lava wall. We'll start to fast forward because it's basically just going to run out of time. The base is cleared out, but just didn't get it done. It's going to end up, I think, a 95% 1 star. That's tough. That sucks. I'm not happy about it. I'm frustrated with myself. I'm frustrated with the last 20 wars we've gotten that have not made me any better. The fact that they've probably made me worse. I think that goes for a lot of people in our clan. I'm not saying just me, but I'm definitely one of them. We'll move down to 16 here. You see a 99% 2-star by Schwartz. Very good attack. Just didn't get it done. We don't normally run into these bases. We normally run into crap foreign bases and, low-level king and queen, and it's detrimental to us as individuals and as a clan. I can't stress enough how much we want better wars, and it's hard to do. We try, we get matchups like, with lithium, and it doesn't happen. So then we go back to farming clans, and we don't get the practice we need. But a very good attack by Swords here, just didn't quite pan out. Few hogs go in, get a giant bomb triggered, and the CC lure, and a defensive building taken out. So that's nice. Witches, queen, wizard or two in there. Going to take all that out. A little early on that. This wizard right here, actually both of these wizards are going to come back to sort of haunt him. The end of this attack, he doesn't have hardly any cleanup troops available. He sent that wizard in too quick. It got taken out. And then right here, this second wizard, I think is going to get taken out here in just a moment. The king, same mistake I made in my live attack. Just didn't have that. Because he sent that wizard in too quickly, it only took out that army camp, and then he waited a little bit too long on his king to send in. The jump's too late. The king's going to wrap around the building. Really not as detrimental as it was in my live attack because the queen still does go down. His offensive queen luckily takes it out, and you see he's got his his hogs ready to go in there. And the king's sort of acting as a giant there on his 3-finger drop. Everything's moving in here. And at this point, it's not bad. Nothing at this point is bad. The heals are in good places. The hogs are going to work through the base. Everything's going pretty well. The queen is continuing with her, shooting high HP buildings, which is a help. But you see here, he's only got 2 wizards left for cleanup. And right now, they should have already been dropped. They should have been dropped right up here at the top next to those high HP storages. The hogs are obviously going to end down here at the bottom. But you see, he's still got those wizards. Right now, he just starts to drop them. It could have been the difference. 99%, those few seconds could have been the difference. Just now, the last wizard got dropped. The hogs are working their way down, taking out the last few defenses. The king's chasing them. We'll start to fast forward here. Right there, the last defense goes down. They jump on the king. He takes out a few hogs with him, so that kind of stinks. But right here, again, those wizards are just now getting into range. One of them went flying to a random spring trap. Sort of bad luck for Schwartz there. And as you see, the last few buildings going down. Queen getting on storage up there. She was, right there. Why she, that wall, I guess she's got to get through. But that hurts as well. If she could have got to that town hall, it would have been nice. 99% 1 star. I mean, that's tough. It just, and I attribute it to ring rust. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I attribute it to. Let's go down, look at a few more of these. Let's look at 28 right here. Jagger taking on 28 and 90-something% 2-star. Let's see what he does here. He comes in. He's got a lot of lunar attack queued up. Looks like he's going to go with maybe he just brought the 2 golems of his own. Yeah, brought 2 golems of his own on the side here, the queen side. Just going to work his way in. Obviously, the goal here is to get the queen, 2 air defenses, and the CC troops taken out. Drops those those wizards in the background. Create that funnel. Right there, everything's down pretty much, and it's wide open for the king to go in. So it drops the jump spell, and then the king here just shortly, as soon as that collector goes down, right there, boom, king goes in. Nowhere to go besides the end. So very patient, very good job on the king there creating the funnel. CC troops are coming out, has a lightning spell queued up. Right there drops it towards the witch. I think it does get double tapped and taken out. Perfect job on the lightning. And then right there, the first air defense goes down. The king's doing a little work. Some skeleton traps coming out. The queen is now working her way towards that second air defense. A few giant bombs go off, but no big deal. The golems are over there doing the tanking. Queen's ability, second air defense is down. Now at this point, you think, boom, this is over. You know, he's got this. The CC troops are down. The queen's down. 2 air defenses are down. Right there, the king took out an X-bow that was pointed up. Everything's looking good. His deployment's good. He loses his lava hounds just a little too quickly. Doesn't get enough time for his balloons to get in before the pups get taken out. So right there, you see the first hound's down. All the pups are dead. You see the second hound bust right there. He's only got 1 left, and there's only probably 4 or 5 lava pups left from that second hound. His third hound is going to bust, I believe, here in just a moment. It's right there. Boom. It's dead, but even loses a few of those pups to that X-bow. So really, he's very short on pups. He did have a few minions that he dropped for cleanup. But the real problem, we'll start to fast forward here, is that the pups and the balloons sort of bunch up. When that happens, you're going to be in trouble. You know, you don't have enough spread, DPS. Those minions up there are doing good, but right here, you see the balloons and the pups are sort of targeting the same thing, and it's just too slow. He runs out of time. Right here, he's got 98%. 2 buildings that are almost dead. Very good attack, just didn't get it done. So look at one more, and we'll wrap this thing up. Hib, another 99% 2-star. I'm telling you guys, this is the theme. It seems like it all happens to us at once, and again, I attribute it to us just being rusty from not having the game time on bases like this. You know, we just don't get them often enough, and we want them. It's not that we don't want these type of wars. We love this war. It's perfect for us. It exposes our weaknesses. It shows us who is slacking, who is really stepping up, because there was some guys that really stepped up in this war, and you guys are going to get to see those attacks in one of the celebration videos. So don't worry, you're going to get to see the 3-star attacks from this war as well. 2 golems go in, perfect funnel created, heroes behind it, everything's going good here. Jump spell to let everything into that queen. Would have moved the jump spell over a little bit, but the king finally does lock on. Lightning spell for the CC troops. Right there, the king goes down just because he got locked onto that queen, not really the king. The king, the offensive king locked on to the defensive king and not the defensive queen. And because of that, and this is a good setup. Having your town hall in between 2 air defenses like that, where they're going to come from, pretty good defense. You see the first air defense goes down, but that queen's already dead, didn't get the second air defense down. And so for what he brought for a kill squad, just didn't get a good enough return. But adapts, goes ahead and starts sending in the air attack, the lava hounds, the balloons. You see, again, that first lava hound bust loses quite a few of his pups. Second one bust, again, loses a few pups, just not quite enough left. He's got the last few balloons he's going to send on a few defenses. Pretty good wad of balloons working their way, standing in that rage, getting good value out of it. But now the balloons are doing a little bit of tanking instead of the lava hound, which kind of stinks. Doesn't quite get that one busted, I don't think. It does bust right there. Goes down, but just sort of going to run out of time. We'll fast forward here. You see that they're kind of spread out, but again, the big group of lava pups and the balloons are sort of targeting the same thing, so they're not getting spread DPS. But everything's going down to the very last building, and then right there you see just a collector with half life. Just very good attack by him, just didn't quite get it done. That's it, guys. I'm sorry that it wasn't. I feel bad. You guys could tell from my live attack, I'm disappointed in myself. I'm not disappointed in my clanmates. I'm disappointed in myself, and I regret that we don't get more of these wars. I think we would be a better clan. You see the discrepancy, what I was talking about in a 9-star victory, but look at the discrepancy in 3-star attacks and percentages on the average destruction. Pretty wide gap. So good job to everybody. I know it's tough when you don't get much practice. Trust me, I know. But hopefully this type of war continues. We get more of it and we get better. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you guys to suck less.